Welcome on Primavera Institute Forum, and we are doing planning and scheduling on plant shutdown. And today we are going to study lecture number 2. In this lecture, we are having the content. First of all, we will go into Primavera 6 software, and we will learn that how to give command to Primavera 6 that which industry we are working in. Because I have already told you guys that Primavera 6 is not only used in plant shutdown or maintenance planning. It's also being used in EPC projects, fabrication projects, MEP, HVAC projects. Its usage is wide across the industry spectrum. And then we will go and we will study, because this is scope management. So specifically, if I talk about plant shutdown and maintenance things, then it is very, very important and necessary thing to understand the dependency factor of different departments. Okay, so we will talk about different departments involved on in plant shutdown and maintenance, and then from this department's flow chart we will learn how to drive scope in different departments, that what we have to do in shutdown or maintenance. Okay, we will track about scope, and then real plant based scope statement preparation on Excel. That is one exercise. And I will talk about real time data, and I will let you know that how using Primavera and project management standards to justify that our scope management is valid or not, because it should be very cooperative while planning and execution. Otherwise, no need for anything to do like in scope management. So scope management, we will understand about the concept, then we will go into the Primavera 6 and we will talk about how to develop WBS in Primavera 6 at different levels, and then we will study about the activity. So these are the things we are going to discuss today. So stay with me till the end of this video. And first thing, I'm going to share with you Primavera dashboard. Before Primavera dashboard, I will share with you whiteboard, and I will let you know how to tell Primavera that our industry selection. So here, because before doing this, I'll share with Primavera dashboard. As you guys remember that in previous first lecture, we have just done with Primavera 6 to create a new project file. That's it. We have learned up to now in Primavera 6. Okay, so that is our dashboard. Yet we have to do a lot of work, like we have started now with scope management. After that, we have to do time management, cost management, resource management, integration management, risk management, procurement management. All these things will sure populated my dashboard, and then you will have a very beautiful outlook on Primavera 6 dashboard. So let's start with the industry selection logic process flow diagram on whiteboard. And here I have to tell you that this time you have to click on admin, and once you will click on admin, you will be given a drop down window. In that window you have to click on admin preferences, and here at admin preferences there would be one option, and once you will click on that button, you will be given a new window. In that window you have to go and search out there that how many industries are there and which one is yours. Okay, that's a simple logic flow diagram. So I'm going to share with you Primavera dashboard, and after that we will do this simple thing to tell Primavera 6, because it's very, very important thing. I'll let you know one more thing, that while you are installing your Primavera 6 in your system, you must receive one dialog box every time. It will happen until you will not select any industry. So here is the solution. You have to go into admin, then admin preferences, and then you have to go and let's know Primavera 6. There is one option industry, the last one. You have to click on this button, and there are the options. So engineering and construction is feasible for the EPC projects, government, aerospace and defense projects. There is high technology, daily manufacturing and production projects, and then utilities, oil and gas projects. So like in our case, we will go for high technology manufacturing and others, because this is like this one or this one. You can go any one of these options. But if you belong to EPC projects, you have to select engineering and construction. And if you specifically belongs to government, aerospace, or defense projects, you have to choose this option. It's very easy to choose. Just click like this and it is chosen. So like in my case, I'll go for high technology manufacturing, and others are utilities, oil and gas. So I'll select this time this one and close this window. For new people, yes, it's okay, because it's giving me message you are changing the industry, and this is going to impact on your system. How it will work, I will share with you Primavera 6 a whiteboard, and I will make you understand this thing, because this is very important factor, that in every industry project management is same as project oriented knowledge is same, but product oriented knowledge is different. So what happened, Primavera will apply tailoring. What is tailoring? As you go to the tailor and just hand over your cloth to stitch one shirt for you, but what tailor will do, he will cut your cloth at different sections and map out it and then assemble it again. So you will get kind of leftovers of in the shape of irregular strips of cloths. So your tailor was uh, doing it to make optimum conditions to optimum t-shirt for you or optimum dress shirt for you. So that is the concept in project management. Project management has wide knowledge about how to manage your things. Okay, so what we need to do, we have to select certain options which are applicable in our field. If we are working in EPC project, there is project management, but you have to follow a certain pattern. You don't need to follow all the project management. Then there is shutdown, you need to follow certain pattern, not all the project management. So you have to tailor your pattern. So that is called tailoring. That is what Primavera 6 is doing. When you select any industry, Primavera 6 is giving you, like wrench time is only applicable in shutdown projects. So there would be one wrench time column in Primavera 6 when you use your manufacturing or oil and gas. But when you use engineering and construction, it will not give you any wrench time column. I'm talking about the guys who are working right on shutdown. They know what is wrench time. So that was the idea behind why we need to select any industry. And now we will share with you a slide, and I'll let you know that what is next. And here we are. So here we have the second thing, scope management. What is scope management? Actually, this is the first thing you have to do in planning phase. And the definition, the simpler one, is to write each and every work required to perform maintenance or shutdown, turnaround, outage. What you are going to do at your plant, you have to write that all those work things. So I'm going to guide you that first, with the definition of scope management, you must understand that scope management is not the rocket science. It's a very simple thing. Whatever you are going to do on plant, you have to write it down in the shape of some specific pattern as per project management. But to do that process, to do that thing is called scope management, to write each and everything you are going to do on plant. So that is the definition of scope management. And here I'm going to share one story with you guys, that when we were studying in our school or college, and anytime in exams we need to write any essay. So what we will do, we will preferably having lengthy topics, and we will break down those lengthy topics or essays into subheadings to cooperate with the reader, or to get the attention that everything is in quite good sequence. I'll give you an example, that if I need to write an essay on any historical personality, if I'll go just from a descriptive manner from one to to complete all that, and there is no heading, that is very difficult for you guys. But if I will summarize that essay in the shape of first, I'm going to write essay about historical personality. First, I'll give the heading that birthplace, then initial primary education, higher education, the political career, if there is anything linked with that personality like that. So I will make the headings. So that is the idea behind how to do scope management. And what it would be called in project management, it would be called work breakdown structure. So what is the definition of work breakdown structure? To break down your project or shut down into subcomponents. Same way you have broken down your essay into subheadings. The definition of WBS is the same like that way. So we are in planning phase and we are doing scope management, and WBS is the tool which will help us to compile our scope of work. You got this point? This is very simple thing. Right now we are working in planning phase, scope management, and in scope management, the first thing we are going to do WBS. With the help of WBS, we will be in the position to break our project scope into subcategories as per the standard. So it is very important to understand. Same way it will be done. So here we are, and I'm going to tell you that how to describe this breakdown. You know, we will go step by step, and we will make such kind of breakdown to prepare our scope management. Okay, and I'll share with you whiteboard, and I will explain that what is deliverable, what is work package, and what is activity. So here we have our shutdown and how it will be comprised of with respect to scope management standards. First of all, your work, I will consider it as a project, and then we are going to do in planning phase scope management, and with the help of scope management we will divide our project into subcomponents that would be called WBS technique, and with the help of WBS technique we will divide our project into subcategories. In our shutdown, if I'll talk about our a general breakdown is pre-shutdown. There are something we have to do in this phase. Then there is shutdown, the main maintenance window, and you can call it shutdown. And then there is third and the last phase is post shutdown. That is very, very general breakdown, and I'm just writing it here to explain you that how you have to uh, compile your scope management on Primavera 6 or on Excel to understand your scope management. Okay, so this project has been divided into three phases. In pre-shutdown you have to do tasks which are very, very important for the maintenance window, shutdown window. In this shutdown you have to do all the work of maintenance, and after handover and shifting to plant on the upstream or something like that which is required after your shutdown, all those things will be written in this section. So it will help us if we need to look up what one task in but we must know that in which phase it would be included. Okay, so then we can find after clicking that phase. So I'm breaking down my work into three categories. It means I'm going to divide, I have already divided my project into subcategories, so this is called WBS. But there is one question that this division will happen only for once, or I have to divide these subdivided categories further on. Yes, you have to divide. That is why you will develop your deliverables and work packages. Okay, what are deliverables and what are the work packages? If I talk about deliverable, it is the higher level of WBS, higher level of WBS, and the work package is the lowest level of WBS, lowest level of WBS. If somebody asks you what is the definition of deliverable, you can say that the higher level of WBS is called deliverable, whereas the lowest level is called work package. How it will work like this? Let's say you have must seen this kind of thing. Let's say I will divide this work into different categories. So in real scenario, I have shut down for one plant. So I will write like this: plant, then my plant area, and then area will be divided further into equipment, and then equipment further will be divided into the task or the activity what we have to do. I will share one example regarding this breakdown. Now you can see that plant, area, equipment, task, activity. So up to here, like this, up to this level, this is WBS. Okay, now you have to find, you have to search these two definitions in it, because the fourth level is activity level that we will discuss later on. but right now we have to study that how to develop your WBS, how to understand your WBS. Okay, so that is plant, because the work shutdown plant would become here, then plant shutdown having different areas, then this area comprised of different equipments with boiler, with column, with separator, with a lot of equipment would be on that area. And then further you can go into the activity level, but this one I'm going to explain later on. I am right now focusing on these things. Okay, so in this you can see that you have divided your this category into sub. So this is the lowest level, this one equipment is your lowest level, so that would be called work package. And your area, your plant are the higher level of WBS, because you have not subdivided your equipment into further categories. This is activity level, forget about it. This is the fourth level actually. So I'm just over here. So work package is the lowest level and the deliverable level is the higher level. So in professional project management terminologies, you have to also use these two words if you come across any time according to your company standard. So you don't have to be worried that much that what is deliverable specifically and what is work packages are specifically. But this is very simple definition, that this is a higher level which is further divided in Primavera 6 are in your scope management, and this is the lowest level which is not being subdivided into further categories. Okay, so what is the logic behind it? I'm going to explain that thing here. When you will divide your project into sub level, and this is your project again, this is your deliverable, and this is your work package. And then work package will be further divided into activity. So this deliverable and work package, I'll just make this with the help of WBS. Okay, and what is activity? Because it is very important to break down your project into categories. This is very the purpose of this technique is to make your plan very effective, and your monitoring and controlling on your project or shutdown should be very effective if you have done your WBS in effective way. Okay, so what is activity level? You already know that in vertical planning you are dividing your project into from top to bottom. Okay, you are dividing your project into subcategories. Okay, and you will get on the activity level. What is activity? Activity is the project lowest level. Okay, the definition of activity are the lowest level of project. Work package is the WBS lowest level, whereas activity is the project lowest level, lowest project level. At this level you must know about these parameters. And what is the first parameter? Quantum of work or magnitude of work, how much work you have to do. And then with the help of quantum of work, you will you can calculate how many resources and what are the resources you need to deploy on that activity. And at this level, with the help of resource analysis, you will come to know that how much time you need to put on that activity to complete that activity. And with the help of all above things, once you calculate everything, you come to know that how much cost it's going to take. So it's very simple. You will divide your project into different categories, then you will come at the activity level. What is activity level? Activities level is the lowest level of your project. At this level, you must know that how much work you have to do. And once you will realize that this kind of work I have to do, I will give you an example that let's say I'm going to give you a real-time project example of shutdown. I was working on kamikaze barge in GCC country, and if I need one, I have shutdown activities. Now I'm going to help you to find one. So there was, I will divide it into kamikaze barge, and now kamikaze barge will be divided as per the area. So there was well testing area or production area, oil and gas well testing area. So everybody will come to know, yes, I have to go now in well testing area. So this is one activity I'm going to show. So like this, everything should be done. So I will help you to understand that as well. So well testing area, because I have to remove or replace one sight glass on the pressure tank. Okay. um, Separator tank, you can say. And how to describe that activity? Well, testing area, and then you have to go three-phase separator. Okay. And then three-phase separator might be possible. There are further three-phase separators. There are multiple three-phase separators. You can go by the tag number to get on the accurate one. And then you have what you need to do on this separator: removal of side glass. Sight glass, to it is for the the purpose of sight glass is a product oriented knowledge. So I'm just sharing with you to check the level of your liquid. Okay. So our sight glass is now working properly. It is being reported by the staff. And now how to compile your scope of work like this. It is very very easy for anybody to track on to track the exact location of your activity, because in plant shutdown it is very very important thing. You have a congested area, you have a lot of things to do, so you don't need to mix up, because that is the thing will cause downtime. I'm going to explain you downtime as well. So here I just explained that how to divide your scope of work. And that is, there is deliverable, there's work package, and there is activity. So I'm going to share with you Primavera dashboard, and then we will just develop our WBS for your learning purposes. And where is Primavera 6? Here we are. And how to develop your WBS in your Primavera 6? I will share with you whiteboard first, and then we will just learn that how this process flow diagram will go on. And this time you have to click on project in your Primavera, and once you'll click on this button, you will be given a drop down window. In that window you have to click on WBS. Further on you will be given a WBS window. In that window you have to click on top right corner on the screen. There would be one top right corner, and there would be one plus symbol. You have to click, and further customization I'll make you understand once we would be on Primavera 6 dashboard. And here we are. And yes. And what you need to do, this time we are in the activities window. It is very very important to get familiar with Primavera 6 dashboard, because we have to do all the work being on Primavera 6 over here. So here we have toolbar menu. You already know that once we were doing project new file development, we know that these are the commands we have to click, and we have to get our required uh, output after following a specific command. Okay. So this time I need one WBS window over here, because the remember one thing, that every time you are going to start with your Primavera 6 after developing new project file, you have to go for your basic settings like industry selection, and then before getting into your Primavera's project planning, you have to develop your WBS. Because right now, every time stick with this concept that we are in planning phase, we are doing scope management, and in the scope management we have to understand our scope management and how to do that scope management on Primavera 6 with the help of WBS. So here I'm going to click on project, and in the drop down window you will see that there is WBS. Click on this button and you will be given a new window, same like activities window. You can see there is one column area one side, and there is one timeline on the other side, and same like in activities window. So don't get mixed up with all these things. Just make sure you are in WBS while you are creating your new project summary. WBS is also same like project summary, same like if you are going through a book, and the first page of that book is explaining you that how many chapters you have to study in this book, and on what page you will get which chapter. Every this kind of information is called the book. So same way in WBS is the first page of your book. In this book, you are going to explain that what I'm going to describe in this book. So in activities window, there would be a complete details. Activities mean activity level details. Okay. So in WBS, I have few columns, and there is one timeline, and there is one top right corner over here. I'll just highlight my cursor to make you follow this cursor in easy way. Okay, here is top right corner, and just click on this button and you will be given here one line under your project name or shutdown name. Okay, So this line, you can see the columns, WBS code, WBS name, start, finish. This time you just let Primavera to generate Primavera 6 oriented WBS code. Don't change it unless until your company is asking you. I will help you how to change these things as well. But at this moment, we are only concerned to put here our WBS. We are going to divide our project into three categories. And the first one is pre-shutdown. All those tasks, all those things which we are supposed to do before our shutdown, and then we will divide again, select this main header, main title, because we are going to break down our main project. So I'm going to click on this button, and further you can see there is another line. I will call it shutdown as per our uh, whiteboard discussion. And again, I will select the main project title, and we will equally divide it into the third category, and that is the post shutdown. And that is done. Before After you will do these things, you have to make sure about two important tips over here while you are developing your WBS in Primavera 6. What are those two important tips? You have to right click in this area and make sure click on group and sort by, and make sure that your this by default option is selected. Okay, this is the first thing you have to make sure. And what is the next thing? You can see right now I need my sequence to change over here. My pre-shutdown should be on the top like this, and to do that thing I have to move to my right side down, and here you will find few shifting arrows. With the help of these commands, you can change the position of your WBS. I can select this one and I can move it upward like this. Then post shutdown should be on the last position, and I can go. So here is the second tip you need to memorize, that you can't move your WBS until unless you have not shifting arrows in this area. If your window is not showing you these shutdown shifting arrows, what you need to do, you have to just make right click in this header area, just make sure like this. And this is very important thing, all these things are being shown on your toolbar menu. Just for a practice purpose, you can just uncheck anything and you will find that something is gone or something is coming. So in this time, for shifting arrows, you can just remember this move button. I'll just make uncheck, and you will see that all the shifting arrows are gone. Okay, and again I'm going to make like this and check on move, and you will see everything is back. Same like to understand this window, why this window is important. This one you can see right like this something is gone from here, see. Okay, again. So this is very important at very initial level to understand Primavera, to get familiar with Primavera 6. Primavera 6 is very, you have to make your mind in kind of sequence how I am taking you through this course, because that is the way, in easiest approach, you can understand, you can make friendship with Primavera 6, because Primavera 6 is the most friendly user software. Okay, so step by step you have to develop your knowledge about Primavera 6, and at the same level you have to understand all the project management oriented things, that you have to, how you have to carry out the process, and in which organization, in which industry you are, and how your industry is practicing all those project management concepts. Okay, so after these two steps, and I have already divided my project into three categories. This is WBS, and further I can divide my project. This is the first level. Okay, when you will first time divide your project into subcategories, the output would be first level. Then if I need to divide this into further levels, then step by step we will learn it, that is better for us. So that would be called the second level, then third level, then fourth level, and it depends on your task. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the slide. So to understand this WBS further breakdown as per our industry, we need to understand our department's dependency. So for that reason, I'm going to share with you the slide. And here we are, and here you can see that there is a complex diagram. I'm going to just explain the thing that planning phase is also further divided into sub levels, like while you are in planning, you have to make your strategic planning, that is of level 1. Then you have detailed planning, and then you have your planning at the organizational level, and then you have to go for the execution implementation, and then you have close out. So at this level, I'm just going to focus on the first, because right now we are in the planning phase, this phase. Okay, so as per industry practice, it has been divided into further categories. So in first level, you have to just select your turnaround team. Then you have to define your preliminary scope of work. This against this scope of work, you have to estimate about your different your cost estimates about different deliverables, and then it will be transferred to the detailed planning. And then with the help of detailed planning strategies, you have to go for the detailed plan, and as per the detailed plan, you have to go for the work package level. Okay, same we have already done. We have understood that one project is further divided until its activity level is achieved. So before going into the activity level, what our industry is doing while doing our planning phase, first we will collect our higher level information, then we will divide that higher level into the detail, and step by step we will do all these things. So step by step doing things will be called strategic planning, then detailed planning. So okay, so you can see that in how we will go in the planning phase. So now I will explain that these are the certain points you have to do in your strategic planning, your select turn around team, preliminary work list review. We are going to understand how to do all these things. Okay. Then in phase 2, you have to do all these things. So one by one, we will just explain, but everything is connected with your understanding that how your scope of work is being enlisted. Okay, before going into this parameter, into this topic, you must understand that how many departments are working in your plant. There is process department, there is inspection, reliability, maintenance, planning, warehouse, different departments. We have to just focus on those departments interdependencies. Okay, so let's move on to that, and then we will get back to over here. And here you have and to understand, there is plant, and there is operational plant. I'm just going to explain you the downtime kind of thing, so that we can start everything in proper way. So that is operational, and when your plant is working, it's giving you the product, what is it is supposed to give you as an output, and that is the benefit of the company in the market. And when your plant is not working, there is shutdown, and there is no output, so there is no benefits, and even you are carrying out some maintenance or shutdown work, it's bearing cost and it's like overrun. So that is the scenario. Now you can see that there is one timeline. You have time divided your project in your timeline up to 26 months, but this green line is showing you there is operation going on in your plant. Then you have scheduled maintenance, in which your plant is shut down, and then you have again, when shutdown is done, again you will restart your plant to give your required output. Why shutdown are required? We have already explained this thing, to enhance the performance of your life cycle of your plant and equipment. Okay, and or to replace anything which is worn out, which is not working properly, to enhance the functionality, to enhance the performance, to enhance the, this is the that is the purpose of our shutdown. So here, if your shutdown work need to complete on the 12th month. Okay, so that you can start your cycle of producing your product again immediately. Okay, so if you have your shutdown extended, like you planned that you will complete your shutdown in 2 months, but it's going to extend on 3 months when you are going to implement it. So how it will look like this, you can see that here. Now at this level, when in the scenario 1, you are supposed to again restart your plant, and your benefits are back to your pocket. Okay, but in this scenario, your shutdown is extended due to some reasons, and now you are supposed to start your benefits from the 13th month. This is your time. You have extra, you know, time, and then you will gain in the first scenario, you will gain your benefits till 24, whereas you are getting your benefits in second scenario on 26 months. So this is called downtime. Okay, so this is downtime, and let's say you are going to produce your 1 million standard cubic feet per day gas, and you can just imagine that if these 30 days are lagged behind, and how many million standard cubic feet per day gas is not uh, delivered to the market, and how many shares are down in the market, and downtime is very bad thing. It's loss, totally loss. So this time is very important thing. What if I tell you that how you in during this course you are going to learn that how to end up your work over here, not here. This is loss. So if you follow this course properly, as we are going to explain you that using project management information system Primavera 6, and using the best optimum ways to plan your project, to monitor your project on Primavera 6 will help you to cut down your fear or your thoughts to get downtime. So why, how you can get that thing to avoid from the downtime? By proper project management implementation. Okay, so there is one uh, plant shutdown, and there is big one. These are your benefits. Okay, these are the big benefits. I just thought that way, and you can see that your coordination is going to help you to avoid downtime. Your teamwork is going to help you your to avoid your downtime, and your management, of course, and then the integration of each and everything. That's what we are going to learn in our Primavera 6 scheduling and planning for shutdown projects on Primavera 6. Okay, so all these things are very important. We are going to understand our coordination with the help of department hierarchy. So here we are, and you can see that in your plant you have different departments. You have inspection department, you have operation department, you have maintenance department, process department, reliability department, and then warehouse department. And why, where you are working in planning phase, planning department. Okay, we are right now we are working in planning phase. That is about project management, different phases, but our department is also called planning and monitoring. Okay, so this is our department. Now what you are going, all are interconnected with each other. Okay, so after this, so we are going to understand it in more effective way, that in planning phase, when your how your scope management is being like your daily works, if you are working in planning plant shutdown, and you are working in the regular routine of maintenance of plant team, and how you will record or report what thing need to be maintained. Okay, so planning phase will provide, obtain approved WBS, and provide turnaround shutdown revision number to all the departments. They will develop one format, and then they will provide this format to all the departments. Like they are going to provide send all plan jobs list to planning section, and create defect notification with approved turnaround shutdown revision number. Okay, then they are providing this information to inspection, and then they are going to provide same like create defect notification with approved turnaround shutdown approved revision numbers, and it is for the operation department. And then send all plan job list to planning section, and create defect notification with approved to the process department. And then you have same thing for maintenance department, and then you have for your same all these things you will send to reliability department, and then there is a warehouse department. So what planning department is doing, they are making sure they are developing one WBS, and then sending concerning format to different departments as per SOP or as per the industry practice. Okay, so what is next? Once your planning phase all the departments will get all these things. So inspection department will get back to planning department with the help of all the departments: operation, process, maintenance, reliability, warehouse, with one information, which is called create. They will create all turnaround shutdown plan work orders received from other sections with approved turn around shutdown revision number. Okay, so I'm going to share one Excel format with you guys over here. Like this, you can see, and here we have work order numbers. How you will see, like this, there would come work order numbers, and we will learn for sure in Primavera 6 how to upload all these things. You know, you see these are the template different columns, and you are just generating all these things, that what work on daily basis, you are just recording that what need, you are preparing for shutdown. So you are in shutdown, you have to think that I have to do scope management. If you have written the thing that you what you have to do on which equipment, then you can go for the resources and all that thing. So that's what we are going. So there is work order number. So I'm going to share again that slide, and all these things will be submitted to planning department, and then further on with this information, what planning department is going to do. Planning department is going to consolidate all notifications and work order list, and then they are going to arrange one meeting with all these departments, that is called, challenging session, in which they will avoid from the duplication of any task. Let's say if some task by some human error or clerical mistake that is being input twicely, there is one duplicate activity. So you can just make sure that either these work orders are job list are okay, or if there is error, you can eliminate your confusions and you can just agreed upon on one consensus. Okay, so that is this meeting is very very important, and you have to just break pen down your all minutes of meetings and make the part of this planning shutdown documentation. Okay, and then create work orders of all approved effects notification received from operations. On Primavera 6 you can also do this thing. And then there is one another continuity in this flow chart. Planning phase, what planning phase is going to do: review scope provided with approved notification and planned job list. And then to inspection department: impression, process, maintenance, reliability, warehouse, you will provide detailed scope of work. Okay, planning department will mutually cooperate with concerning departments and will provide them detailed scope of work. Okay, on the standard format. So that is in this slide. So what I'm going to tell you further. So this sheet I'm going to send you, and you can also generate, and in Excel. This is very important sheet. With the help of this sheet, you have to compile your scope. And here is one thing which will be involved in all this process when you will get notifications with work order numbers. And now I'm going to share with you one more sheet of Excel. And in this sheet, you will understand there are two sheets actually. There is one sheet like this, because in Primavera 6 it's not like you can just follow this WBS breakdown, like you have divided your project into your pre-shutdown, shutdown and post-shutdown. There is one way, that is most general way to break down your project scope of work, and there is one other way in which you can understand department interdependencies in more effective way, because that also going to help you. So that there are two ways to break down your project WBS into subcategories. You can either go for this one. I have already uploaded over here, and now I'm going to explain here. I'm going to share with you like this. Right now you can see that this for pressure safety valves, and you can see that there is one activity ID is given over here, and this pre-shutdown activities. Okay, pre-turnaround, you have to prepare steel tags, you have to tagging of PSV, all these activities you have to carry out before shutdown. And then in the shutdown, these are the steps you have to go through, and then your post shutdown. This is the general breakdown. So again, I'm going to share again another Excel in which I'm going to give you another idea. That is most important thing. You have to break down your work into three categories: pre-shutdown, shutdown, and post-shutdown. Okay. In pre-shutdown, that is called level 0 level. In pre-shutdown, your all the safety works, documentation, your isolation and procurement, all these things will come under the umbrella of pre-shutdown. There is shutdown that involves maintenance, which is concerned with your plant, and that is your post-shutdown, in which you will hand over and then further divide your project. This is plant has been subdivided into different areas. Okay, this 1000, 2000, 2500, 3000, these all are area specifications, your plant. Okay, and then further your plant. I'm just giving you exposure about this shutdown window breakdown. Even you can see that documentation is further divided into drawings if you need, about submittals, approval, then procurement, about bulk items and long lead. This is further divided step by step. We are dividing our work, and as we are proceeding towards higher level, like lower level, you are going to get more information. This area has been subdivided into operation, mechanical, instrument, and electrical. Okay, operation department, mechanical, instrument, and electrical. This area has been divided, that which department is involved in this area to carry out your work in proper way. That is the important thing you have to focus on while avoiding your downtime kind of things. If you will plan your work in proper way, you will get your downtime zero chances. Okay, then you can see that you have divided your, and same way I'm going to break down my WBS in Primavera 6 again. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to share with you Primavera dashboard. I'm going to pre-shutdown. I'll go here, documentation and procurement. So you can see I have subdivided. If I will select this one, it would come under this one. So whatever you need to divide, you have to select that one and then further click on this add button. Okay. So that is the way, that is now second level, because you have divided first level and what you get is second level. The sub breakdown of any level will give you an one extra level of the that level. Okay. So here is documentation and procurement, not like this. Documentation and procurement should come under separately. That is also, you can go like this and create at the same second level procurement. And then one more thing I just want to deliver you guys, that it's not like that you will always put here pre-shutdown. That I have already told you that you, it's might be possible your company is using another terminology. I'm just giving you exposure about project management on shutdown works. Okay, so you can also going to change your terminologies as per your industry practice. Your shutdown is going to give you, you have your plant. I'll share with you Excel sheet first and we will just make sure this level, your plant. And plant shutdown, we have already that one. This I will consider as shutdown. And there is shutdown would be further categorized into these four areas. Okay, these are four areas, and unit 1000, unit 2000, unit 2500, and unit 3000. So I will control C and copy paste here. That's done. Then shut down further divided into second category. Share with you Excel sheet and copy paste. Shut down third and share with you. Okay, the same. This one 2005. Share with you Primavera 6 dashboard, and here we are. Okay, up to three areas I have added. Same way you can add the fourth one or fifth one, six, up to how much you have to do in your Primavera 6. So you can see that I'm dividing your our project WBS into further levels to get accurate. We are going downward from top to bottom. This was top. Now we are going to bottom level. Okay. So further, you have to divide your area, this area, to further your what have been given in your Excel. So here we are. This one is further divided like this in sheet, this one into further operation department, mechanical, instrument, and electrical. So I am going to break down this one into further departments to maintain my project summary with the help of scope management, and while using WBS technique, I'm breaking down my project. So still we are working in WBS, so operation, mechanical, instrument, and electrical. So I'm going to break down each these one into four categories like this. Operation, I can copy paste here. Operation, control C, then Primavera 6, control V. Okay, then the second one, operation, then there is mechanical, then there is instrument, and then there is, this is mistake, so I'm going to delete, which has been shut down, and this one. Okay, this one further into electrical. So these four departments are involved. Electrical. Okay, scope of work of these departments are involved to work while doing shutdown maintenance. Okay, so we are dividing, and again I have to divide this WBS into further these levels as per our Excel. You can see here. Okay, and then further I will go for one, and you can go for your practice purposes, you have to divide everything to your like I'm just giving you how to do this one. The same logic you will apply on this one on Primavera 6, and you can develop your complete project summary. Okay, so now I'm going to break down this operation. So that's it for today. And in the second part of this lecture, we will continue to break down our WBS into further levels, and we will upload our activities with the further concepts and back-end working, what we have to do in the perspective of project management in theory area, and what we have to follow the commands on Primavera 6 to successfully upload our work. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Stay at home. Thank you very much, because nowadays coronavirus is too much all over the world. So you guys have to protect yourself and your loved ones. So stay at home, follow the instructions, and cooperate with your families and the instructions issued by the governments of concerning countries as per the situation. Thank you very much.